Hey everybody. Hey, my mama's watching me. How are you today, mama? So I guess I am okay today. It's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday outside. Not that I would know anything about going outside. I keep myself entirely too busy right in here in my craft room. Hey, Debbie Jones. I went to church this morning. Ate leftover donuts from at my house. Ate leftover donuts from card class yesterday. There was a couple left over. And so I ate those for breakfast. This is the tag we're making today. We're using the Christmas Gleaming stamp set. We're gonna heat emboss and we're gonna watercolor. Are you ready for that? Hope so. I hope I'm ready. I think I am. So, let's jump in and get started. I'm going to take the watercolor paper and I am going to stamp our beautiful, beautiful Christmas Gleaming ornaments in Versamark. After I use the Embossing Buddy. I love the Embossing Buddy. Okay, so that just gets the static off. I know we don't sell the Embossing Buddy anymore. But, hi, Marty, how are you? We don't sell the Embossing Buddy, but you can find one someplace. Thanks for sharing my video. I appreciate that. Okay, so these stamps are from the Christmas Gleaming stamp set. It's gorgeous. You can get it in a bundle with the 2 punches, the stamp set, and the paper. And you save 10%. So, that's in the catalog. And, you know, I assume everybody knows that I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. We'll have a little commercial. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. All the products that you see displayed and used, except for the Embossing Buddy, are products that you can buy from my store. So if you'd like to do that, I'd appreciate it. And I'll put links to my store in the comments or in the description of the video when it's over. Okay? So you can't see this, but really I'm stamping. You can't see the Versamark. You'll see it in a minute. So if you're unfamiliar with Versamark, it is basically like glue. It's like a glue stamp pad. That's how I describe it. So I'm stamping 1 of the little ones and 2 of the bigger ones. And in just a moment, you will be able to see where I've stamped. Hopefully. Because this embossing powder is going to stick to it. So, this is the gold embossing powder. It's a really fine embossing powder. It's not chunky at all. And we used this yesterday in card class, and I think I might need a new container to dump in here. Okay, so see, there you can see my ornaments. Okay. I got a little extra embossing powder there. Okay, so there's my ornaments. Let's close this up before we make a gigantic mess. And just like always, I get embossing powder everywhere. At least I'm consistent. So, pardon me for a moment while I use the heat tool and heat these up, okay? It might get loud, so if it does, just turn your volume down for a second, okay? Voila! We have 3 gold shiny ornaments. And yeah, so I use the block. It gets hot, right? So it's easier to use the blocks than it is to use my fingers, and then my fingers don't get hot. So there you have that. Okay, so these guys are embossed. Now I am going to watercolor them. I'm going to use Pretty Peacock. I'm going to use Mint Macaron. That's for the top. Terracotta Tile. And the Crushed Curry is for the top. Okay? So, I am going to also use a block as my palette, I suppose. So watch. Bonk. There you go. Now there's some ink. It's way easier than squeezing these ink pads. Our ink pads used to be able to squeeze and used to be able to get ink in the top. And so, yeah, these don't squeeze nearly as well. So, we just add a little bit of water with our watercolor pen or marker or watercolor. I'm not sure what it's called. I should know, but I don't. I apologize. Water, I don't know. It's full of water. But we're just watercoloring. Just a little. Just giving it color. It's pretty. I hope it dries fast. Otherwise, it's going to be a long video. I'm going to need some paper towels. I always have paper towels. Today, I do not. I have a dry baby wipe. That'll work. Okay. So then you just squeeze the water. See, there's water in here. A water brush. Thank you, Brenda. Water painters. You guys are amazing. Okay. So there's water in here. Now, did you know when you twist this, you twist it backwards? This is not righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. It's backwards. Don't fight with it. Yeah, remember that. If you don't remember now, you'll remember when you try to fill it. Or at least I hope you will. Don't break it. Okay, so the next one is Mint Macaron. And we are going to, because we squeezed it, we got all the ink out, right? So we squeezed it. Now we're going to get Mint Macaron. And we're going to do the little baby one in Mint Macaron. And every time I say that, I miss France and eating macarons. I'm trying to make it a little darker on one side. Ooh, and then I just went right off the edge. Let's see if we can get that to go away with more water. Just add a little water if it goes out of the edge. And it'll just kind of blend it away. Ask me how I learned that. Ay, ay, ay. If there's a way to mess something up, I probably know what it is. Okay. So there's that one. And then we're going to do What's the last one? Terracotta Tile is the last one. Are you learning a lot, Debbie? All right, here's the... I wonder why it turns backwards. I don't know. Maybe... I don't know. I'm not even going to guess. But there are some things, like I work on airplanes. Well, I don't touch them anymore, but I used to when I was younger in the Air Force. And so now I write instruction manuals on how to fix airplanes. And I know some of you think that's fascinating, but sometimes it is. Anyway, so there are some times that there is a left-hand threaded bolt on something. And I'm not... Maybe I need to ask one of my mechanical engineers why that is. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll put that on my list of things to do. I try to tell myself I'll remember. I won't remember. I won't remember to ask at all. That was still too wet in there. It's never going to dry. Get my little mistakes to go away. Okay, now we're going to take the crushed curry. Oh, it was an honor to serve. My daddy served too. I'm a brat, so it kind of runs in the family. Okay, so now we're going to take the crushed curry, and very carefully we're going to do these top pieces. I think I got too much water again. I kind of want these to dry so I can punch them out. I'm not even going to try to do that top. I need the other one. That one's too fat. There's 3 different sizes. Is this one more pointier? More pointier. There we go. Okay. Marty's a brat too. Very nice. Okay. So, I'm going to set this aside for just a minute and I'm going to punch the tags. I'm going to clean these blocks off real quick because if anybody can make a mess, it's me. And the great thing about these blocks after you're done playing with them and using them as a palette, you just rinse them right under the faucet and they clean as new. Clean as new. Okay. So today we're going to use the Scalloped tag topper. And this one is going to have 3 different layers, our tag. 3 different layers, just because I thought it was pretty. So, you know, and I'm in charge. So, Scalloped tag topper, these are supposed to be... That one's a little fat. It's not going to fit in there, so I got to trim it to 2 inches. We'll trim it to 2 inches. There we go. See, just that little bit. I can't put it in the punch. Okay, so you just slide it into the punch all the way up to the top. You can look on the back to make sure that it's there. And then punch. And so there's 1. We're going to use Pretty Peacock cardstock also. And then we're going to use the green. That side's really pretty, but that's not the side we're going to use. It's too busy. Okay. Off into the trash. We are going to stamp on this one because I don't really just like the plain. So, we're going to take the holly from the Christmas Gleaming stamp set, which is oh so gorgeous. We're going to just do monochromatic. We're going to do Pretty Peacock on Pretty Peacock. Ooh, I re-inked this last night. Now it's good and juicy. I was struggling a little bit yesterday stamping with it. And since I have it open, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment on my scrap. the sentiment just says Merry Christmas. Ooh, and I hope it's not too juicy for that. Let's see. Let's see what happens. These, oh, that won't work. That one's good. The solid stamps are sometimes a little bit tricky. A little bit tricky, but normally we can get them. Okay, so the blocks are cleaned. I'm gonna cut this out with my scissors. I'm using very vanilla because the Whisper White was just too stark. And the watercolor paper almost looks vanilla anyway, so with the ornaments being on the watercolor paper, the very vanilla looked better than the Whisper White. Okay. So there's my pieces. So let's see. Are they dry enough? Yeah, they're dry enough. All right, so we're going to punch out our ornaments. When you stamp them, make sure you get them far enough apart to be able to punch them out. And these things go flying. I was stamping them, punching them out earlier, and like, yeah, see? And then the little one. The little baby ornament. See, he goes flying. All right, so we're gonna layer these guys on here. The first one's just gonna get glued down. I'm gonna leave a little space on this edge so it can hang over. I don't get glue everywhere. Kind of at the top, almost at the top. Just watch the hole right there. So these are going to go with dimensionals. Not the little ones. Little dimensionals. So after church today, we did pack the pantry. And so one of the things that my church does, usually twice a year, is after church we all go to the grocery store and buy food for the food pantries. I did that backwards. I mean, I was going to leave some space over there. We'll just have to be careful and not put it over the edge. So, I went to Publix and bought, I always go and buy what's on sale. Because, well, I don't mind packing the pantry. I'm going to do it economically. So I went and got, I don't know, a cart full of cereal because it's buy one, get one free. So it's half price. So I got cereal and macaroni because it was on sale too. So the great thing about it is you don't have to take it anywhere, right? Our church sets up in the parking lot with the trailer. So all you gotta do is wheel your cart out there. You wheel it out there and hand them the buggy and they do the rest. I don't even have to take the buggy back to the store. Like, here you go, it's all yours, take it. The baggers don't have to bag anything. So it's really a convenient way to fill up the pantry, the food banks. So, okay, so we're going to take all three of our tags here. Oh, wait, we're not quite ready for that. I'm going to take the gold this time. The metallic edge ribbon, the gold, that's on Very Vanilla. And we're going to color it because, you know, it's just never quite good enough. So we're going to color it with the Pretty Peacock blend. the dark one. I think it's the dark one. Yep, the dark Pretty Peacock. Because I don't think we have Pretty Peacock ribbon, so now we do. Because you gotta have ribbon that matches, right? Okay. So, Pretty Peacock ribbon, our newly made. See if I can get it through all these layers at the same time. Okay, now I need the linen thread. And I'm going to tie a bow to attach the ribbon. It's always the most challenging part. Yeah, I mean, you know, I guess I think if I was a kid and we had to go to the food pantry, that I'd want cereal in my bag. So, I like cereal. It's like comfort food. So, there's the linen thread. I love linen thread. When I buy it, I buy like 10 or 12 rolls of it. I use it all the time. In almost every card class, I use linen thread. My people are probably like, really? With the linen thread again? But, you know, whatever. I like it. And since I design the cards, that's what we get. Okay. There you go. That's not so hard, is it? Y'all can do that. Oh, wait. What are we missing? Bling. You gotta have bling. I don't have one of these that only has 3 dots on it. I want to use it up so I can throw it away. 3 lonely gold dots. You know what I really like about these gold dots? Is that some of them are teeny tiny. I think those are the smallest ones I've ever seen from Stampin' Up! Anyway. All right, throw that one away. Do you ever feel accomplished when you finish up a sheet of something? Is it just me? Like, I feel accomplished when I finish up a bottle of glue and I get to throw it away, a roll of glue dots. I don't know. Maybe that's just crazy. But that's the way I feel. All right. An empty bottle of shampoo. Yeah, it's like the best feeling in the world. I'm like, I did it. It's gone. All right, so there you go. There's our tag. Heat embossed, watercolored, and punched. But not hard, right? Everything we do, nothing's hard. It just, some things have a few more steps than others. Okay? So, if you have any questions about how I did it or whatever, just feel free to leave me a message. Hey, Christy Garianti. She's watching from California. I love her. All right. That's all. That's all I got for you today. I'm going to trim these edges so it looks professional. All right, there you go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It'll probably be about 5 o'clock, I hope. Eastern time, because I have card class at 6, so I have to be done before that. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.